Welcome back, and welcome back to the series Carolina. So we do not get a sweep in the second round. The New York Rangers failing to get that sweep, and Carolina's in it. I'm sure there'll be those who say, "Hey, reverse sweep could happen," and it usually doesn't, but it's fun to think about. So it was Shesterkin versus Anderson, and going into this, they talked about how Igor had only allowed 3 or less goals in 30 straight games, a lot. And I thought, for people who are like superstitious, not looking at myself, but it might be considered a bit of a jinx, right? A little bit, sort of, kind of, sort of. So, good early back and forth. Natchez has a rush chance that's saved, and then Kuznetsov at 151, he roofs one from the left circle on zone entry, proving he can score when he's not going a mile and a half an hour. Rangers then look to respond with the score now 1-0 Carolina. The Rangers have a rush that goes offside, and they were a step behind early. The Canes were doing a good job of jumping on them. Some good desperate hockey from Carolina. Shots are 2-1 for the Canes at 3.5 minutes. D'Angelo to Natchez. There's a near miss there. Canes press at 4.5 minutes. The fans call one. The referee doesn't, so he sucks. Canes have a 3-on-2 that's broken up. Teravainen has a slot shot that is blocked. The Rangers get pinned down, and then Nason buries a rebound past a screen in front. Teravainen and D'Angelo with the assists at 6:33. And then the Canes look for another. Fox is tonight and close as the Rangers press, and then on a breakaway, Will Cooley gets his first career NHL playoff goal. That's at 8:04 from Kakko and Gustafsson. So the Rangers not letting them get that far ahead and stay there. That makes it 2-1. Lafreniere then has a near miss as the Rangers look to tie. Teravainen has a net feed. That's blocked. Rangers press at the half. The Canes press, but they're kept to the outside. There's a near miss for Teravainen as the Canes take back control in the game. Orlov has a shot that's tipped high. Roslovic to Kreider. There's a near miss at the net. Shots are 7-6 Carolina with 7 minutes left. Glove save on a Trocheck rush chance by Anderson. Rangers press with 5.5 minutes left, but they can't get to the net. And then at 15:29, Aho. He buries one from the slot on a nice pass from Jake Gensel. Brent Burns with the other assist. It's 3-1 Carolina. The crowd is excited. Canes look for another. Some good desperate hockey from them. The Rangers press with 3 minutes left. Kakko has a chance that's held. 2.5 minutes left. The Rangers get a power play. There's an early clear, then there's another. Kreider has a net feed that's blocked. It's cleared out. Power play's killed off. Didn't generate any momentum. And more importantly, Carolina did not take another penalty. Going into this series and going into these playoffs, I kept hearing about how the Rangers, 5-on-5, they're mediocre. Yes, but that power play is lethal, so you have to stay out of the box. And tonight, Carolina did a good job of that. So they're up 3-1 after two, or after one, I should say. And we go into the second period with that being the score. Stahl can't bury one. Gensel's denied as the Canes press early. They want another. Crossbar then for Lafreniere. Kokaniemi to Nason. That gets blocked. The Rangers press at 4 minutes. Kreider's denied. The Canes rush the other way. The shots are 3 apiece. 4.5 minutes in. There's a post for Orlov as the Canes press. The next chance Orlov has gets held. Canes end up drawing a power play. Svechnikov fires one wide. Aho has a shot that deflects out. The Rangers clear. Svechnikov then fires one high. There's a shorthanded rush by Lindgren. That chance is kicked aside. I think it was a 3-on-2 on that one as well. Canes set up. Puck's cleared out. Nason has a wraparound that's saved. There's a late cycle. Kuznetsov has a one-timer that's saved. Power play is killed off. So it stays 3-1 in favor of the Carolina Hurricanes. Lafreniere then fires one wide on a rush. The Rangers have a 3-on-1 that finds the post. That close to making it a little bit closer. Rangers starting to get their chances. They had a slow start, but they started to wake up a bit in that second period. Lafreniere then has a turnover chance that's held. Fox has a screenshot that's held as well. There's a net feed to Kreider, near miss there. Teams exchange rushes. Kokaniemi fires one high on a 2-on-1 rush. And then Goudreau tips in a point shot after a turnover at 12:43. Schneider and Vesey with the assist. So good forecheck sets up that goal to make it 3-2. And the Rangers putting a little bit of doubt. The crowd got a little bit quieter on that. Totally understand. I would get quieter as well. Orlov then fires one wide as the Canes press to answer. There's a post for Gensel. Aho can't bury one in close. Pretty heavy pressure by the Canes with 5 minutes left in the period. Lafreniere fires one wide as the Rangers press. The fans call one. The referee does not. Kokaniemi has a rush chance that's held. Martinuk misses one wide from in close. Trocheck has a slot shot that's blocked. Gensel's robbed on a 2-0 break that the Rangers were coming back to put some pressure on them anyways. But Igor holds there. And then with the scrum that resulted from that with 13.7 seconds left, we have some 4-on-4 hockey. So that rolls over into the third period, where it's a 3-2 score in favor of Carolina. So there's some good early back and forth. Again, they've got the extra room on the ice with the 4-on-4. And then at 2:04, so after we get back to 5-on-5, Lafreniere banks one in from behind the goal. It is one of those goals that if the Rangers win this game, we're going to be talking about for years. But because that's not what happens, it's just one of those things we'll see in highlight reel packages over the summer. But yeah, Lafreniere banks it in off Anderson from behind the goal line. Zibanejad and Trouba with the assist. It's a nice goal by Lafreniere, catching him cheating off the post. And that's definitely one that Freddie Anderson would want back. But that ties the score at 3. Canes look to respond. Burns has a shot that's held. The shots are 2-1 for the Canes at 3 minutes. So not only have the Rangers tied it, but they got it on their only shot of the third period. Good forechecking by the Canes. Jarvis has a net drive. That's blocked. Things are pushy on a hole by Shesterkin. Natchez has a shot that nearly deflects in. The Rangers clear. Trocheck has a rush chance. That saved. The shots are 5-2 for the Canes at 8 minutes. Again, they understood they had to get the game today. They absolutely had to win this one. Kakko misses one wide from the slot. Kreider has a rush chance. That's gloved aside. Kuznetsov went for the Michigan goal. So it's a tie game. It's a playoff game. And Kuznetsov goes, I'll try the Michigan now. It didn't go, but it got some people talking. Gustafsson to Panarin near miss. Aho misses one wide from the slot. Orlov has a one-timer that's denied as the Canes get some pressure. Roslovic has a shot that's blocked as the Rangers press with 5.5 minutes left. And again, a lot of chances there that maybe could have, maybe sort of almost did, but they don't. Trouba's denied in close, and it already felt like overtime. You were already into next goal wins territory as soon as Lafreniere scores that goal 2 minutes into the period. So 3:43 left, the Canes draw a power play. This is only their second of the game, but they haven't scored on the power play in this series. Well, they cycle and they score at 16:49, so it took seconds for them to get this one. Shea scores from Natchez and Svechnikov. It's a blast from the blue line. That may end up being somebody else's goal. It may have been tipped in front, but either way, it's the first time in 31 playoff games that Igor Shesterkin allows more than 3 goals in a playoff game. So Jonathan Quick's record of 34 games is safe. I don't think anybody's going to get close to that anytime soon. Goalie pull happens with 2:20 left because now the Rangers are chasing it again. Panarin has a tip shot that's held with 40.6 seconds left. The Canes ice the puck. The Rangers call a timeout to discuss what they need to discuss to try to tie it. Whatever they discussed did not work. Your final score in this one is 4-3 for the Canes. The Rangers lead the series 3-1. They're going home to try to end it in Game 5. But I'm sure for the Rangers, they would have rather ended this in Game 4 and had the back-to-back sweeps, which would have been the first time we've seen that in the National Hockey League since 1992, when Chicago and Pittsburgh did it. Both of those teams had 11-game winning streaks. The difference being Chicago's 11-game winning streak ended in the final. Pittsburgh's included the final, and they swept the final to make that an 11-game winning streak for them. Those were playoffs that it felt like they just wanted to get it done quickly. Let's just wrap this up and get her done. So the shots on net in this one, 10-8 Carolina in the first, 13-12 Carolina in the second, 8-5 Carolina in the third. They outshoot and outchance the Rangers. The final shots, 31-25 for Carolina. Power plays, the Rangers did not score on the only power play they had. The Canes go 1 for 2. So it's interesting because they committed tonight 0 for 15 in the series. Clearly they didn't need very many power plays tonight to get the goal. We'll see if that carries over into the next game. Usually this kind of stuff doesn't carry over, but we'll see. Hits 24-22 for Carolina. Shesterkin, 27 saves on 31 shots. Freddie Anderson, 22 saves on 25 shots. Other than the Lafreniere goal that he banked from behind the net, I thought Anderson was solid tonight, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.